do for both these sides, but Warrington second in the table, Huddersfield 10th at the moment. Matautia coming across the field, then putting his foot down just outside Huddersfield's 10. Danny Walker, short ball, Cassiano is back and making an impact. Simple as that. Give it to the big lad. That's what they did. And Sam Cassiano, who missed out at Magic because of a bit of a rib problem, gets his third try of the season.
Referee, well, it wasn't forthcoming, but what about this work from Danny Walker? Brilliant play. You can even go back to the Matautia run. Darryl Powell said Matautia is a fabulous runner of the ball, and he sets up this position. You give that man one-on-one, no matter what size you are, if you're defending the line and you're defending on your heels, you're not going to stop the big fella.
Good. Hold. As he has done for the last 3 games. Nathan Peets. Here's Russell. On it comes to Farge. Farge spins it out wide. Price, and on it comes, and Bibby will get the response. That's a great reply from the Huddersfield Giants, if it is given.
It's all good, isn't it? We felt it was a try. Ben Thaler, what does he say? There you go. Good teams with good partnerships. Now everybody's focus is on Theo Farge. Ollie Russell should think to himself, I'm going to step in now, I'm going to take control and get some of those overcalls for the ball to come my way.
The break is on. Wrench is looking for some support. He's got Dufty. Pulis doesn't need the support. He doesn't need the support. He's gone all the way himself. Josh Pulis back in the side after 2 outs. Just left the Giants trailing for dead there. And he gets his 7th try of the season.
Blistering pace first of all, but look at this. They've handed the ball over in the corner, and most teams look to pressurise their opposition on that first tackle anyway. That's outstanding from Thulis, who only has one thing in his mind: I'm going to score a try right under the H's. The ball bravely and courageously goes across the face of the posts. They find Thulis. That's a beautiful step. And again, even though he's got support there in Matt Dufty, he thinks, I'm having it. I've run all this way, I might as well get it myself. Great stuff in this game.
2 is Gil Dudson.
Oh, goal 2. Not square, Chris. Okay, now.
Matautia. Williams, lovely pass, and Harrison takes them and then gives the pass away back to Williams. And Williams finishes off a move that he started, was instrumental in. The big James Harrison.
Oh, here we go, Warrington in good field position, slick hands, and that is a gorgeous line, isn't it, from Harrison? You think at that point he's fluffed it, but George Williams, having passed the ball and put the back rower through the gap, stays alive and gets the offload. The big tall timber puts it over the top. Here we go, great stuff, great support play. Short passes for Warrington, although the looping ones will find the gap, find the space, find the one-on-ones. It's going to be them short passes that will be good for them today.
In front of those Warrington posts, can Huddersfield strike back? Peets, here is Farge, and Farge, lovely ball. Cudjoe is in for the try that Huddersfield needed. The veteran Leroy Cudjoe, 35 years of age. And that was pretty straightforward from the Giants. A nice line from Leroy Cudjoe.
Well, the mistake from Darryl Clark said nothing wrong with the pass from Danny Walker. He was probably thinking of what was coming next and the play that was on. But it's good play, good line as well from Leroy Cudjoe. Look at that, they just get it wrong out wide. I think Connor Wrench just jams out the line. The space is open for Cudjoe, who's played out wide all his position, finds himself in the back row, knows exactly where he needs to be, and all he's got to do is make sure he can get on outside of Matautia. He knows that Wrench has opened the door by coming up and leaving that space.
Credit to the youngsters then for sharing all the points there. Williams and Curry is striding through, and Curry has got some support from Walker, and Walker's going to get the first try in the second half. Huddersfield will try and chase him back, they won't get there. Warrington with Ben Curry cutting loose.
mistakes to go one way. George Williams doing a decent job. You just see that Ngama just got interested. And as soon as he's interested, the gap opens up for Ben Curry, who goes through. And soon as he gets through the line, Curry, all of a sudden, he's looking for support. He's got Ratchford on his left. On the inside, he's got young Danny Walker. And he's not going to miss that opportunity.
And here is Luke Yates.
Move with the line.
Reliable performer Yates. Milner's pass. Little step from Russell.
Move down. Hit this
Bullock
line.
with the tackle. Walker in there as well. Milner. Yates. Here is Will Price. When it comes to Ngama. Huddersfield going sideways. Then Ngama wrestles his way through. And Warrington let their man slip there. And Kev Ngama took full advantage.
Huddersfield Giants, slick hands, and that skip again from Will Price really troubles defenders. This is all power. George Williams, who's a better defender than that, ends up round the shirt collar. They'll be disappointed with this, the Warrington Wolves, but you've got to get your head back in the game. Whatever happens that's out of your control, get it out your head, get on the job in hand. But I tell you what it does do, gents, it brings the Giants back into the game. And
Mystic Barry.
just a good understanding of the game.
Yeah.
40.
Farge.
40.
Another deep kick. It's another 40-20 almost, although the ball is Bibby chasing it, and it's still alive, and it's Farge who gets there. Incredible. It was Farge's kick. It's attempted 40-20. Bibby managed to keep it alive, and somehow it ended up back in the hands of Theo Farge, and the small army of Huddersfield supporters jubilant. The unlikeliest of tries there.
Well, a little bit of magic here from Farge, and that was the side that they were always going to go to. Warrington made a couple of mistakes. From that man Duffy, you could see that they just don't quite go for it, and all of a sudden they pick up the scraps through Chris McQueen. And what about that play? Just to get over, keep your concentration and your focus, knowing where you are on the field. But even the energy, we talked about energy at the start of the second half in defensive area. Nice play, Bibby. The ball goes in field, McQueen picks it up. The man who kicked the ball is there. Get yourself in the frame, get yourself where the action is.
Tess, concentration is the key word. The fullback has made a couple of mistakes from Warrington as the ball bounced away from him.
Tackle. Comes to Williams, and Williams will hoist one towards those posts. Matautia challenging for it. The ball's still loose. Warrington is celebrating. And it's another video ref call. Ben Thaler having a busy afternoon. A try. Says Liam Moore. Second half. Some decisions have gone against him. But this one, I think, is going to go in his favour. And it's going to give Warrington a bit of breathing space.
With positive involvement, he's there to pick up the scraps. Altogether, better involvements for him.
It's a nice kick though, isn't it, from George Williams? Look, difficult. The ball's kicked to the post. You've not got only the post to contend with, but the players who are coming up to it. And when this ball's kicked here, Leroy Kudjoe, I thought he goes for it at first, and then did he get the call from Russell, who can't quite get hold of it? Let's see if they can break this game down.
Is Theo Farge, and Farge, a lovely Farge pass finds Will Price. Price has got support from Lolohea. Lolohea, has he got the legs? Has he got the legs? He has. Warrington fans protesting about a forward pass in that, but it was a wonderful break that set Huddersfield on their way.
When Theo got this ball, I thought nobody was going to be pushing up over on the right-hand side. They kept it round the ruck area. That ball looked forward from Price. Lower here, well, there was a big call dropping him last week, from last week. And how was he going to react? Well, I'll tell you how he's going to react. He's going to push up in support here. Is this ball forward? I think that ball goes forward. I think that ball drifts forward.
But I don't want people to get distracted from the quality.
We're looking to them to build on last season's success. Paul Vaughan taking his time to play that ball. And Cassiano, whose barnstorming try set Warrington on the course to victory.
Goal 4.
You wouldn't say it's been a comprehensive and convincing victory from the Warrington Wolves, but it is a victory, and one they really sorely needed. Darryl Powell is satisfied that they've averted 3 defeats in a row. There have been some hairy moments for them. They've lived on the edge, but they've seen off a gutsy challenge from Ian Watson's Huddersfield Giants.